What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the Get Fit with Gabby YouTube channel. I'm here with the second official video of it being Get Fit with Gabby, and it's still surreal. Today we're going to be doing a meal prep video, so you guys are going to be tagging along with me while I meal prep for the week. This is going to be a non-restrictive meal prep. Now, what I mean by that is I am not going to be weighing anything out. If you guys have been following my journey for the first 2.5 years, I basically weighed every single meal out and I tracked every single macro that went into my mouth. So for the last 6 months, I've been learning how to intuitively eat. And because I macro tracked for so long and weighed my food out for so long, it has allowed me to be successful at intuitive eating. So if you guys don't know what intuitive eating is, I'll throw up the definition on the screen somewhere so you guys can read that, pause the video if you want. But if you guys do want a video in the future where I show you guys how to weigh, track, meal prep everything according to your macros, I will definitely do that for you guys. Just leave a comment down below and give a thumbs up on this video. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope it teaches you something and gives you some ideas for your meal prep, because honestly, meal prepping doesn't have to be boring. There are ways to make it fun and tasty. So let's get right into it. What's going on, you guys? So I'm going to do a voiceover on this video. First up, I'm making breakfast muffins. So you can see right here, I'm just slicing up some onion and then I'm putting it in my little cubing device thing that's so handy. It just chops all of your ingredients in uniform so you don't get any big chunks. So I do that. Take off the lid. Showing y'all what it looks like. And then I use turkey sausage. I've been using the Jimmy Dean turkey sausage for a long time, but if you can't find that in your local grocery store, another option you can use is just plain ground turkey. You just want to make sure it's nice and lean. So I did put that in the chopper, but because it's a little bit of a different consistency than a vegetable, it did get stuck in there. So you can see I'm just scraping it all out. Scrape, and then I'm adding in that onion and sausage mixture into the bottom of the muffin pans in about, I think I did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I think I did about 12 muffins. So this will last me 4-ish days because I have about 3 each morning. So you can see I'm just pouring in my egg mixture. What I did for the egg mixture was about 4 whole eggs and a little bit of egg whites. Now if you're trying to do something with less fat, just use egg whites only. And then I'm taking a little bit of this Mexican blend shredded cheese and I'm just topping off those egg muffins with that cheese. I like this egg muffin hack because, like I said, they're quick, they're easy, especially if you're on the go in the morning and you have to be at your job. You can just take them, heat them up at work, eat them, or eat them on the way there. And then for some micronutrients, I went ahead and I took this spinach and I just topped off my little egg muffin bites with spinach. And I'm gonna pop those in the oven. I believe I put the oven at 375 and I left them in there for like 15-20 minutes. Really just eyeball them. That's what I do. I don't remember any of like the degrees and temperature and how long I left them in there. You just look at them. The next thing I'm making for my breakfast meal prep are hard-boiled eggs. If you guys don't have a hard-boiled egg cooker, you're tripping. You need one in your life. So all you do is you poke the bottom of the egg with this little device that it gives you, and then you add in the set amount of water, which they give you that measuring cup. You put the lid on and you plug it in and you just let them do their thing, and they come out perfectly cooked. Next, I'm shredding up 1 potato, and I'm just basically making homemade hash browns right here. You can also just buy them at the store. I know that they have them like in the frozen food section. So either way is good. And then I'm using this garlic pepper seasoning, so bomb. I believe I got it at Whole Foods, and I'm just sprinkling that all over my hash browns. And then I'm also using some cayenne because we like a little spice in our life. And that's the cayenne making me sneeze. And then I'm just using a little bit of salt, and I'm going to mix that all together. And then as it cooks, I will do a little taste test and see if it needs more seasoning. And then that's when I'll add in more seasoning if I feel like it needs it. One thing I can tell you guys is don't be afraid to go ham on the seasonings, because that's what's going to make your food taste good and not bland and boring. So you can see I'm just mixing that all around. And then I'm just going to spray my pan with a little bit of avocado oil. Now, what I like to do with this is just the tiniest bit. A lot of people overuse the oil. So I just did the tiniest little bit right there. And then what I do is I take my spatula and I kind of spread it all around. A lot of people feel like it's not going to reach around the whole pan. And they end up using way more than they need. This is actually more than I needed. But you can see I just spread that around. And then I'm adding the hash browns onto there. And what you want to do is just flatten them all out, kind of press them down, and let them cook. And you can see I'm pressing them down right there. This is what's going to form that hash brown kind of patty type thing. So press them down. Again, you want to let them cook until you see this golden brown edge that will come around it, and then you can flip it. And it should stay in one piece. So there you go. You can see I already flipped it. That's what the underneath looked like, and now I'm cooking what was the top. And then I'm taking out my hard-boiled eggs once it alerted me that it was done, and I'm putting those in an ice bath. Next, we're moving on to some chicken drumsticks for my protein. Now, this is going to be for my lunch and dinner. So I'm just cutting those open. Always make sure to wash your meat or, like, rinse them. I like to use foil because it just makes the cleanup process a lot easier, and I hate washing dishes. So I just line my little pan with some foil, and then I'm placing the drumsticks in there. And you can see I am using a little bit of this sugar-free barbecue sauce. It's just a normal brand that I get at my Target. And I'm just doing a little squirt on each one, and then I'm taking a spoon because I didn't have like a little barbecue brush thing, so I'm just using my spoon to kind of rub it all around like so. And then I'm using this I believe it's the New Orleans Cajun seasoning, and I'm just putting that right on top. Now, the reason why I did the barbecue sauce first is because the seasoning will actually stick a little bit better to the barbecue sauce. And then I'm using that garlic pepper. That's one of my favorite seasonings. Like, I put this garlic pepper on everything that I cook. It's amazing, especially if you love garlic. So you can see I'm going ham on that one. And then I'm going to pop this in the oven. Again, I believe I put these ones in the 400, so I would say 450 to 475. And then I'm using this 90-second bag of brown rice and quinoa with garlic. I love this. It's super easy. I just measured that out into 2 portions. And then I'm also going to cook this cheddar and broccoli rice. If you guys don't like plain rice, I highly recommend you guys check out these two because they are so tasty and so good and pretty much the same calories as normal rice. So you can see I'm just browning that rice in the pan. And then I'm lining a second cooking sheet. And I'm using gloves because I don't want to get sauce all over my hands, but I got these little kebabs at Whole Foods, and they're just already pre-made, pre-seasoned beef kebabs with vegetables on them. Super easy. I loved these. They were so flavorful, and I just popped them in the oven, and then halfway through I'm going to turn them around. Again, I popped these in with the chicken, so they were at about 450 to 475 degrees. And again, just eyeball them. I also have kitchen scissors, so I cut through my meat just to check. You can see I flipped around the chicken, and I'm doing the same seasonings on the other side. Now, if you want to do all the seasoning on all sides in the beginning, you can totally do that too. I just like to flip them around halfway over and add the seasoning on at that point. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm dishing out that cheddar broccoli rice, and Oso is mesmerized by it in the background. And then you could see I'm just basically scooting off all the meat and veggies off of these skewers, and I'm storing it in a container just because I didn't have big enough containers that would fit the skewers in there with them. So I'm just plopping these all off, veggies too, into my meal prep containers, and then you guys will see what it looks like at the end. So bomb. Super low fat, a lot of protein. We love that. Good flavor as well. And then you guys will see that I'm just taking out the chicken right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start shredding that chicken off the bone. So this makes it super easy for meal prep containers. Again, you can leave them on the bone, but I like to just shred them off so they're ready to go and I can portion them out how I want. So that's what it looks like. Bomb, flavorful. Alright you guys, that is pretty much my meal prep for the next few days. Super simple, like I explained in the beginning. This is a very non-restrictive type of meal prep. I did want to show you guys my little section in the fridge, and this is where I kind of keep everything for me. This is really helpful if you live with other people, so that you're not tempted to go to other shelves where there are carbs. Not saying that carbs are a bad thing, but too much of anything is bad. So anyways, I have my little quinoa and brown rice that I prepped in these 2 containers. I have my broccoli and cheddar rice right here. Let me set these down. Okay, I have my 2 proteins, so I have the barbecue chicken and the black pepper kebabs that I prepared. And then back there I have those egg muffins, the hard-boiled eggs, the hash browns, and those are just really easy breakfasts for me to grab and go. You can see back there I do have my yogurt because I do like yogurt. It has great, that brand particularly has a great source of protein and low carbs. Which again, carbs are not the enemy, but they add up quickly. And then I have these really, really cute reusable bottles that I want to show you guys. Whoop. Just throw everything back there for a second. Also sparkling water, so this is sparkling water. It's just flavored, and then there's also my sparkling water that I like to drink that is not flavored. I do not drink beer, those are not mine. But I got these really cute water bottles from Target. They were like $3 for each bottle, so I got 6 of them so I can drink those throughout a day, as well as my other big jug of water bottle. So what's in these bottles back here is actually I'll show you guys. It's this. It's called Liquid IV, and it's a hydration multiplier, and it's basically powered by cellular transport technology. So helps keep me hydrated, and you know, I still do drink my gallon, but it gives me more of a benefit when I add this into it. So that's what those bottles have. I'll drink probably 2 of those a day, and then have my big gallon water bottle, which I'll show you guys, is right here. So I'll have this whole thing 2 times plus 2 of those bottles to keep myself hydrated. When you're drinking a lot of, when you're eating a lot of food like I do, you will need to keep yourself hydrated to help aid in digestion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want a restrictive version of meal prepping where I weigh everything out and all of that good stuff, let me know and I will do it for y'all. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.